We are on page 10 if you want to open your prayer books. Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
It is so wonderful to see our sanctuary filled with families and loved ones, people who are here to support our third graders who are leading our service this evening. People are here to celebrate a beautiful moment in their lives, or maybe to come for healing prayers or to say Kaddish for a loved one. That's what community is. We're here for one another for all of those reasons. This week is a very special one in terms of our Torah reading. We read Parashat Yitro, the Torah portion that brings our Israelite ancestors to Mount Sinai. And it's where they will receive the Ten Commandments. And it includes those very verses. It's an exciting part of our story because we are learning the purpose of our freedom. God didn't free us from Egyptian bondage so we could go and do whatever we wanted, so we could just live our lives without any obligations or responsibilities. Far from it. The purpose of our freedom comes at Sinai. And we learn that being free means learning how to live with kindness, responsibility, and care for one another, our own community to be sure. But if you look at the verses of Torah carefully and the mitzvot carefully, we have obligations to others as well. And it's interesting that this Torah portion, Parashat Yitro, often comes in the month of February, which is Black History Month, a time when we remember and honor the history, courage, and contributions of Black Americans. Black History Month was chosen for the month of February because of the birthdays of Abraham Lincoln and also Frederick Douglass. Lincoln's birthday is known to us, February 14th, but Frederick Douglass, because he was born into slavery, his birthday was never recorded. And so he later chose February as his birth date, but we don't know exactly when he was born. And so February is Black History Month, and we honor the history of that people, and also we remind ourselves that there are many members of the Black American community who are also Jewish. And we're so excited here. Some of you were in our congregation just a few weeks ago when members of our sister church in Compton, Greater Zion Church family, and members of the Black Jewish community were here with us, and we talked about our trip to Israel together and the work that we're doing together to bring our communities with greater fidelity and a greater sense of kavanah, of intention, to do this sacred work together. So this reminds us, this coming together of Parashat Yitro and Black History Month, of how every person's story matters and every person's dignity matters. And our Torah teaches us in the book of Genesis that we are each of us, all humanity, regardless of religion or ethnicity or color, all of us are created b'tselem Elohim, in God's image. And this means that every person matters, every person deserves respect, and every life is sacred. We're so glad that each and every one of you is here to celebrate with us. We're grateful to everybody who's joining us online. Thank you for being part of our Stephen Wise Temple family as well. I also just want to acknowledge one of my teachers is here, Dr. Andrew Rayfeld, the president of Hebrew Union College, and also one of Cantor Lauren's teachers, and by extension, all of our clergy. And I'm so glad that you're here, and I'm so glad, Miggy, that you're here along with him, along with Melissa Greenberg, your chief of staff, and her daughter, Izzy. Thank you, and welcome to Stephen Wise Temple. We hope that whenever you're in Los Angeles, you will join with us and be here for celebrations and for joy. And Dr. Rayfeld actually taught me how to be a song leader. So you can blame him, or you can thank him, but I'm grateful to him. We're going to continue by asking our third grade teachers to come and light our Shabbat candles. So please come forward. And I'll invite everybody joining from home, light your Shabbat candles right along with us. And let's all stand up as we welcome the light and the joy and the love of Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Third grade families, I know you're always thanking these incredible teachers for their dedication and for bringing their full selves to our school, including some of their children. We're so grateful that you get to be part of our school as well. But other folks in the room, make sure to say thank you to these teachers and say thank you for devoting your life to Jewish education. Thank you for helping to raise another generation of committed Jews. Thank you for being awesome. We're going to continue on page 13 with Psalm 96, which invites us to sing new songs and prayers to God. Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash. Continue with L'chad Odiah, and we mentioned this a few weeks ago when Rabbi Oded Mazor was visiting us, a graduate of our Hebrew Union College's campus in Jerusalem, that this is a melody that comes from his synagogue, Kol HaNeshama. Our third graders are going to lead us. Page 20, we want you to join in with us. After you hear the chorus a few times, I think you'll know it and you'll jump right in.
Shabbat בני שבת לקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה יללה 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 בני שבת לקבלה בואי ושלום עטרת מעלה גם בשמחה ובצולה תוך אמוני עם סגולה בואי חלה בואי חלה לך דודי לקראת קלה יללה 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 בני שבת לקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה יללה 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 בני שבת לקבלה.
Page 24, Shalom Aleichem. Hey, before we sing Shalom Aleichem, just for 10 seconds, just turn to your neighbor and say Shalom Aleichem, hello, say your name, say Shabbat Shalom, welcome each other to services. Maybe you made a new friend tonight. There's always room for another friend. There's always room for another person at our Shabbat tables. Shalom Aleichem, page 24.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Lochem leShalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech Malachei Hamlachim Kadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu ni leShalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzirchem leShalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Our third graders are already up, but we'll invite everyone else as you're able to rise as we turn to our call to prayer, our Baruch Hu, page 28.
Yeah.
Torah portion about how the Israelites stood as one. There's a couple of places where that is mentioned, and one of the commentators says, Am echad b'lev echad. It's something that we say still in Israel in particular, right? One people with one heart, and the words of Shema are also meant to convey that. And I always think about how all around the world, as one people with one heart, we share these words, and so our third graders are going to lead us in the words of Shema.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Ad. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובפי שעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לעולכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
So I'm going to share two words that I don't usually use with our third graders, but they're important for this week, right? One is the idea of something being universal, right? It's a big theme that anyone can understand, freedom or family or peace, right? Those are all universal ideas, and in a lot of ways, our first book of Torah, Genesis, is seen as a universal story. The whole world is created, and then we have lots of family drama. Anyone can understand that. And a lot of our scholars talk about Exodus as a much more, and this is the second word, guys, particular story, right? That's a story that's really just for us or just about us. And Exodus, right, is a story of the birth of the people of Israel. Except, right, if you think Rabbi Yoshi talked about Black History Month, right? I think if we looked back through Dr. King's speeches, I'm guessing that the biblical text he quoted, if not most often, then certainly in his top 3, was the story of the Exodus. Because even though it's our story, it's also this universal story, right? Of people rising up against a tyrant and people saying, this isn't fair.